Today we're talking about nighttime skincare now that I'm in my 30s. I feel like I've not talked about skincare in so long on this channel because obviously I'm just getting back into it. But I have shared some skin prep, skincare videos on Instagram and TikTok. So I figured on here we'll get a little bit more in depth and talk about my nighttime skincare. I really started taking this serious once I started getting into my 30s. Especially even more recently, I really started to see like more dark circles, more fine lines. I'm going to show you what I use to keep my skin hydrated. If you don't know, I used to be oily and now I'm more dry. I feel like because one, I'm aging, two, I'm really bad at drinking water, and I do get a little oily throughout the day, but I feel like I'm getting older. My skin is changing. So I've tried a ton of skincare, and these are the products that I really love to use at night because it's extra hydrating, really gives my skin that nice bounce. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, my name's Brittany. I am an over 30 former makeup artist and educator testing beauty products so that you can make better beauty buying decisions. So to start off, I always like to go in with something to remove my makeup. I no longer really use makeup wipes. Every once in a while when I get a little lazy, on the weekends, if I'm drinking, things like that. But for the most part, I like to use a cleansing balm or cleansing oil. This one is a solid that turns into more of like an oily type of product. This is by Versed. It's the Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm, and it has eucalyptus and vitamin E. And that is what it looks like. This one isn't as hard. I don't know if that's really the right word, but it's not as hard as some of the other cleansing balms that I've tried. I also have little minis of the pharmacy one right now. When I travel, that's usually what I bring with me because I have samples of it. I've been using, I love Versed. You're going to see them throughout this a little bit. A cleansing balm or something similar is really going to help break down makeup, especially stubborn eye makeup. And it's going to help you remove everything without tugging at your face, which is really important to me because I feel like your skin is starting to lose that elasticity when you're in your 30s, and I want to keep it as long as possible. So I like to use that, remove my makeup. When I'm doing my lashes, I tend to go down. You can even just kind of like stay on your lashes for a couple of seconds and really just help it loosen up any mascara. Especially if you're wearing waterproof mascara, you just massage that all over the face. And then you can either just rinse with warm water, or you can go in with, I have like these little e.l.f. cleansing pads. Different brands make them. But you can also go in with your hands, a makeup eraser, whatever it is. I just really make sure that I'm being super gentle, especially around the eye area. I'm not trying to age myself any more than I'm naturally aging. I'll go in with a cleanser, and this one I've been loving, the La Roche-Posay Gentle Foaming Moisturizing Wash. I really like this because it's great for sensitive skin. It's great for people who have eczema. It's great for people who are acne prone. This is a really good and gentle line. It does have shea butter, niacinamide, and is dermatology tested. It's fragrance free. This is sold at my dermatology office, so you know if it's sold at the dermatology office, it's got to be a good one. So next product I've been using for years and years. This is Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. So you can actually use this every single day because it is that gentle. They do make ones that are a little stronger, but this one in particular you can use every day. Now this is going to exfoliate your skin. It does exactly what it sounds like it does. So you can use this a couple different ways. You can either mix it with your cleanser, or you can go ahead and just mix it with water. I like to do both. Most of the times I use them separately just because I feel like if I do have any makeup left on my face, I don't want, while I'm exfoliating my face, for everything to kind of get in the skin, if that makes sense. But in this little clip you can see I actually used this first, cleansed my face, and then went in with this right on top. It's really important to exfoliate because you want to get all of your dead skin cells off your face. It's going to help all the rest of your skincare really penetrate into the skin better and do its job better. I also want to just say I am not a dermatologist. I am not an esthetician. I do have my cosmetology license, but I'm not giving any professional opinion. This is just what works for me. Once I'm done cleansing, I like to go in with something that's going to soften the skin. I do get dry in these areas probably because I don't drink enough water, but also I find if I go out drinking for the weekend or whatever, I find that it really does dry my skin out in this area. Plus, I have PCOS, so my hormones are all crazy. I really like to get a product that's going to soothe the skin and also soften the skin. So that is why I picked up this product, and I actually picked this up before, or at least before I noticed that milky toners were going viral. This is the Pharmacy Honey Milk, and I really was just in Sephora looking for products that would soften the skin. And I'm like, you know what? This actually sounds like it would do the job. So I picked this up, and I also do have the Rhode Hydrating Milky Toner. I think that's what it's called, or Rhode Glazing Milk. That's what it's called, in my drawer here. And I also just bought a little mini of the Thayer's Hydrating Milky Cleanser because it's a little mini and I can travel with it. Anyway, I really like this just to soften the skin and really prep my skin for the next steps. I have noticed so much of a difference. So I use this day and night. This one just stays upstairs in my bathroom where I apply my nighttime skincare. So typically I apply this at night or after I shower. Now, while that is drying, I do like to go in with an eye cream. I do switch up my eye creams here and there. This one I like to use at night because it is a little thicker. You do have to be careful with thicker products because you can get milia on your skin, which is basically, from what I understand, dead skin cells like trapped under the skin. They will eventually go away, and if not, you can see a dermatologist for it. I actually did have one underneath my eye, and it did finally just go away. I like woke up one day and it was gone. I'm like, okay, save me $100 at the dermatologist. We love that. This one is by Replenix, and it is for sensitive skin, and is the Hydrating and Plumping Eye Gel. It is a medical grade eye cream with hyaluronic acid, green tea, and plant stem cells. And I love this. And I would show you the texture, but you're going to have to see it in the clip of me applying it because I'm getting low on this, and it's expensive. I received this in PR a while ago, but didn't break it out until not too long ago. I don't know what I was waiting for because this is amazing. It is like a gel, but it's a thicker gel. I don't really know how to explain it, but it feels so good going on the eye, and I do feel like it kind of blurs lines. I don't know. I think you can use this day and night, but I use this at night. What does it say? Deeply hydrating eye gel that is formulated to plump and soothe tired, puffy eyes while instantly minimizing the look of fine lines and wrinkles. Yeah, I feel like it actually does all of that. I'm curious to see how this wears underneath makeup, so I'll definitely have to try that and let you know. But because this is a little bit thicker of an eye cream, I tend to wear this at night. I don't know if that's counterproductive, counterproductive, because you would probably want something to plump and smooth under your makeup. I'll have to get back to you on that. Next, going back to the face, once this is all dry, I like to go in with this. Any type of serum will be fine. This is one that I'm trying to use up. It's halfway through. This is a really nice one. I think I got this in an Ipsy box. It's the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Serum with green tea seed. And this I feel like just really helps boost moisture on the skin. And it's really nice. It doesn't feel super heavy. So I just really like to add that on top. What I've learned is you go from thinnest formula to thickest formula. So this is going to be the thinnest out of these two. So I go in with this first. It's going to soften the skin, prep the skin for the rest of the skincare. Then go in with this. This is a little thicker. It's more of a serum type situation. So once that seeps into the skin, I go in with a moisturizer. This is one that I've been using pretty much every night. Every once in a while, I will switch it up and I'll go in with more of like a sleeping mask if I want some extra hydration. But this is the Versed Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. It has squalane and red algae extract. You can use this AM or PM, but I do use this at night. The only time I usually use this during the day is if I'm upstairs, none of my skincare is up there, or if I'm just, I want to do my skin prep and moisturize the skin before I come down here. I typically don't wear this under makeup because it is really rich. I would say the closest thing to this that I can think of is like the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. That one is definitely more dewy, but as you can see, this really does give a nice dew to the skin, and it is rich like it says. So if you're looking for a nice rich moisturizer for nighttime, I would definitely check this out. I feel like Versed is a pretty affordable brand. And it does say on here that it is a moisturizer for serious hydration. It's made for dryness and aging skin. Even if you are oily, I will say, even though this is more for my dry skin girlies, if you are oily, you definitely want to make sure you're moisturizing properly, especially under makeup, because your skin is going to think that it needs the moisture and it's going to overproduce oil. So you kind of want to trick your skin by using a moisturizer. I really like a lightweight gel moisturizer. They even make mattifying moisturizers. There's a lot of options out there for oily skin. I feel like not a lot of people know that. So definitely look into that. You can get samples at Sephora, even ask your dermatologist. There's a ton of options for oily skin. But at nighttime, you can really lather on the skincare, and that's even going to help trick your skin even more. So that way it knows it's getting the moisture at night, and then during the daytime, put something else that's a little bit lighter on and kind of counteract your oil. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions about that down below. We can chat more. Also follow me on Instagram and all those stuff because I do story updates and things like that, and DMs are just easier. But anyway, moving on, I have started to use a neck cream because I am in my 30s. This is the Go Pure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. This has gone viral all over TikTok. That is exactly why I tried this. I tried this because it went viral. I do like it. I don't know if I see a huge difference. I'm hoping that it's, preventative. So that's that. I will continue to use a neck cream. I feel like this one's pretty affordable too. I think it's a good neck cream. I wouldn't rave about it, but I like it. So. And then to lock everything in before I do my lip mask for the night, I like to go in with this. This is the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. And I was looking for something similar to a product that I used by Murad that they do not make anymore. I think it was a probiotic or prebiotic. I always get them confused. Spray that basically you use at the end of your skincare routine to lock all of your skincare in and really just kind of get your skin to soak it in. So I just felt like I needed that. I'm like, oh, what can I get just as like a nice layer for my skincare, like a shield to just kind of like set my skincare in a way. Could not find anything. And then I'm going through my makeup collection and I see this and I'm like, you know what? This is perfect because I love their milky exfoliating toner. And I love Pixi, but this has hyaluronic acid and oat in it, and it's a soothing mist. So I was like, this would be perfect. And I feel like it really just amps up the shine and the glow to my skin, which is crazy because I never used to want a glow to my skin. I was like matte everything, but I do really like it. And then I go in with a Laneige lip mask. This one I'm obsessed with. I have a few of these, so I've barely put a dent in this. This reminds me of fruit snacks from when I was little. This is the gummy bear flavor. And it smells so good. Like I could literally eat this. And they make it now in like the lip balm that you can put in your purse. They make it in that, and I also have it in that, and I love it. So yes, I recommend Laneige. I love. That is my nighttime skincare routine. Definitely make sure that you're following me on Instagram and TikTok, and even watch out for my YouTube shorts because I do like to post short form content and kind of give you updates. Like if I say, okay, I'm done with this neck cream, this is the one that I'm using now. Like I post those updates on short form more often, or like my stories. So definitely make sure you're following me there. If you guys have any questions about the products or any questions about skincare, if I can help, I will definitely help. So leave a comment down below. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I will also leave everything linked in the description box. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.